The ground trembles beneath your feet. The mighty Mississippi River suddenly changes course. Thousands perish as cities crumble. And this catastrophe is just the beginning of what awaits us in 2025. What if I told you these terrifying predictions weren't conjured up by Hollywood screenwriters, but by a blind Bulgarian mystic whose prophecies have been proven right 85% of the time? The woman who foresaw 9/11, Brexit, and the 2004 tsunami decades before they happened. Her name sends chills down millions of spines worldwide. Baba Vanga. In the next 18 minutes, I'll reveal the 7 most shocking predictions Baba Vanga made for 2025, including a world leader's assassination, revolutionary medical breakthroughs that will save millions of lives, and a global economic collapse that will reshape our financial system forever. Stay with me until the end, as the final prediction might change the way you see your own future. The Prophet from the Balkans. Before diving into her 2025 prophecies, let's understand who this mysterious woman was and why her words continue to haunt us decades after her death. Vangelia Pandeva Gushterova, known as Baba Vanga, wasn't always gifted with prophetic visions. Born in 1911 in Bulgaria, her life changed dramatically at age 12 when a powerful tornado allegedly lifted her into the air and threw her into a field. When found, her eyes were covered in sand and dust, causing severe pain. Her family, too poor to afford proper medical treatment, watched helplessly as she gradually lost her sight. But as her physical vision faded, something extraordinary awakened within her, the ability to see beyond what ordinary humans could perceive. She began making predictions that left villagers stunned by their accuracy. Word of her gift spread, eventually attracting visitors from across Europe and beyond, including heads of state seeking guidance. What makes Baba Vanga's predictions particularly chilling is their track record. She reportedly predicted the Chernobyl disaster, the sky will turn black, and it will rain fire upon the innocent. The 9/11 attacks, 2 steel birds will strike the American brothers, and the wolves will howl in a bush. The 2004 tsunami that killed over 230,000 people across Asia. A huge wave will cover a large coast with people and villages, and everything will disappear beneath the water. The rise of ISIS. A group of extremists will use chemical weapons against Europeans. When she died in 1996, she left behind predictions stretching far into the future, all the way to 5079 when she claimed the world would end. But right now, we're concerned with what she saw for 2025, just months away. Prediction number 1, the Great American Fracture. Baba Vanga's first 2025 prediction is perhaps her most alarming for Americans. A massive earthquake of unprecedented magnitude will strike the United States, powerful enough to alter the course of the Mississippi River. The earth will split, where waters flow through the middle of the great nation, she reportedly said. Many lives will be lost, and 2 cities will disappear. Is this merely fantastical thinking? Perhaps not. The new Madrid seismic zone, which runs along the Mississippi River through multiple states, produced some of the most powerful earthquakes in continental U.S. history between 1811 and 1812. These quakes were so powerful they temporarily reversed the flow of the Mississippi River and created Reelfoot Lake in Tennessee overnight. Seismologists have warned that this zone remains active and capable of producing catastrophic earthquakes. Unlike California's more frequent but smaller quakes, the new Madrid fault produces fewer but potentially more devastating seismic events. The New York earthquake of April 2024, which reached 4.8 magnitude, sent shock waves of fear through the eastern seaboard, a region traditionally considered low risk for major seismic activity. Could this have been a precursor to a much larger event? USGS scientists estimate there's a 7 to 10% chance of a magnitude 7.0 or greater earthquake in the New Madrid zone within the next 50 years. While these odds might seem low, the potential impact would be catastrophic, affecting multiple states, causing hundreds of billions in damage, and potentially altering the Mississippi River's course, just as Vanga predicted. Prediction number 2, the Asian mega tsunami. Water will rise higher than the tallest buildings in Asia, Baba Vanga reportedly said. The ocean will take back what was once its own. Vanga's second major prediction involves a tsunami of unprecedented scale striking Asia in 2025, one that would make the devastating 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami seem minor by comparison. This prediction becomes even more unsettling when viewed alongside recent scientific concerns about the Makran subduction zone in the Indian Ocean and the Manila Trench in the South China Sea. Both are capable of generating tsunamis that could affect densely populated coastal regions throughout Asia. What's particularly alarming is that many of these regions have experienced rapid coastal development since the 2004 tsunami, placing millions more people and critical infrastructure in potential danger zones. While early warning systems have improved, evacuation challenges remain daunting in many densely populated Asian coastal cities. Climate scientists have also noted that rising sea levels increase tsunami impact potential, as even a slightly higher baseline water level can significantly extend the reach of tsunami waves inland. Could Baba Vanga have somehow sensed these converging factors decades ago? And if so, what can be done to prepare? Prediction number 3, Putin's assassination. Perhaps Baba Vanga's most politically explosive prediction concerns Russian President Vladimir Putin. According to interpreters of her prophecies, she foresaw that Putin would be assassinated by someone from his own country in 2025, amid ongoing conflict with Ukraine. The northern leader will fall by the hand of his own shadow, she allegedly stated, and greater darkness will follow. Geopolitical analysts have noted the increasing internal pressures within Russia as the Ukraine conflict continues. Economic sanctions, military setbacks, and growing domestic unrest create precisely the conditions where leadership challenges historically emerge in authoritarian regimes. What makes this prediction particularly unsettling is how it connects to broader historic patterns. Throughout Russian history, from the czars to Soviet leaders, internal power transitions have often been violent or accompanied by significant upheaval. If such an event were to occur, the resulting power vacuum could destabilize not just Russia but global geopolitics, potentially triggering new conflicts or exacerbating existing tensions across multiple regions. However, it's worth noting that modern security protocols for world leaders are far more sophisticated than in previous eras, making such scenarios, while not impossible, increasingly difficult to execute. Prediction number 4, biological warfare. Invisible death will sweep across lands as nations use weapons that kill without blood. Baba Vanga reportedly predicted for 2025. This ominous statement has been interpreted as a warning about biological weapons deployment by a major power. While international conventions prohibit such weapons, concerns persist about clandestine development programs and the potential for weaponizing emerging biotechnologies. Recent advances in gene editing, synthetic biology, and targeted delivery systems have made biological agents potentially more lethal and precise than ever before. Even more concerning, the democratization of biotechnology means these capabilities are no longer limited to major state actors. The COVID-19 pandemic demonstrated how a single pathogen could disrupt global systems, despite being far less lethal than engineered biological weapons could potentially be. The pandemic also revealed critical vulnerabilities in international health security systems and supply chains. If Baba Vanga's prediction were to materialize, the consequences could be devastating, potentially causing mass casualties while leaving infrastructure intact, making it a terrifying strategic option for aggressive actors. Prediction number 5, medical breakthroughs. Not all of Baba Vanga's 2025 predictions portend disaster. Among her forecasts is a remarkable medical breakthrough, the discovery of treatments for previously incurable conditions, including Alzheimer's disease and certain types of cancer. The memory thief will be defeated and the cell destroyer tamed, she reportedly said. Many who were waiting to die will instead be reborn. This prediction aligns with several promising developments in medical research. Recent advancements in mRNA technology, which powered COVID-19 vaccines, are now being redirected toward cancer treatments, with several personalized cancer vaccines in late-stage trials. Vladimir Putin himself recently claimed that Russian scientists are close to developing a cancer vaccine that could soon be available for patients. In Alzheimer's research, new approaches targeting amyloid plaques and tau proteins have shown promising results in clinical trials, with several potential disease-modifying treatments in the pipeline. CRISPR gene editing technologies continue to advance, offering potential treatments for genetic diseases previously considered untreatable. The convergence of artificial intelligence, genomics, and precision medicine has accelerated the pace of medical discovery beyond what many thought possible, even a decade ago. Could Baba Vanga have sensed this coming revolution in healthcare? If these breakthroughs do materialize in 2025, the implications would be profound, not just extending lives, but transforming our understanding of aging and disease itself. Prediction number 6. Global economic reset. The numbers that rule the world will fail, and a great cleansing of wealth will occur, Baba Vanga reportedly predicted for 2025. This has been interpreted as a warning about a significant global economic crisis, one that could fundamentally restructure financial systems worldwide. Several current economic indicators lend credence to this possibility. Global debt has reached unprecedented levels, with many countries maintaining debt-to-GDP ratios well above 100%. Persistent inflation continues to challenge central banks worldwide. Growing wealth inequality has reached levels not seen since before the Great Depression. The UK's economy contracted by 0.3% in late 2023, following previous declines. Geopolitical tensions threaten trade routes and supply chains crucial to global commerce. Economic historians note that major financial resets typically occur every 75 to 100 years, with the last comprehensive reorganization being the Bretton Woods system established in 1944. By 2025, will be 81 years from that restructuring, within the historical window for systemic change. If Baba Vanga's economic prediction materializes, it could mean significant disruption for global markets, savings, and financial systems, but potentially also create opportunity for more equitable and sustainable economic models to emerge from the crisis. Prediction No. 7. The Spiritual Awakening. Baba Vanga's final 2025 prediction stands in stark contrast to the others. According to interpreters of her prophecies, she foresaw a spiritual awakening beginning in 2025, a period when humanity would develop deeper connections to higher consciousness and understanding. Many will hear the voice that was always there but never listened to, she reportedly said. The veil between worlds grows thin. While easily dismissed as mystical thinking, this prediction resonates with observable trends. Interest in mindfulness, meditation, and consciousness exploration has grown exponentially in recent years, moving from fringe to mainstream. Scientific research into consciousness, including studies on psychedelics at prestigious institutions like Johns Hopkins and Imperial College London, has advanced our understanding of altered states. Quantum physics continues to reveal a universe far stranger and more interconnected than classical models suggested. The accelerating pace of change and increasing global challenges have prompted many to seek deeper meaning and purpose. Perhaps most intriguingly, some researchers in consciousness studies have proposed that humanity may be approaching an inflection point, what philosopher Pierre Teilhard de Chardin called the omega point, a hypothetical maximum level of complexity and consciousness toward which the universe appears to be evolving. Could the convergence of crises Baba Vanga predicted actually catalyze this spiritual evolution? Many traditions teach that profound awakening often follows periods of great suffering or disruption. The biblical perspective. While Baba Vanga's predictions are fascinating, they contrast sharply with biblical teachings about prophecy and future events. Scripture is clear that the timing of significant spiritual events, particularly the return of Christ, cannot be predicted with certainty. As Jesus himself stated in Matthew 24:36, "But about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father." The Bible distinguishes between the rapture, when believers will be taken up, and the second coming of Christ, which will occur after the 7-year tribulation period. Neither can be calculated or predicted with human methods. What we can know with certainty is that history moves toward a divine purpose, regardless of the specific timelines. For believers, this provides comfort even in times of upheaval, the assurance that apparent chaos remains within God's sovereign awareness. The Bible teaches that after Christ's return, he will reign for 1,000 years before God creates a new heaven and earth, a world without pain, sorrow, or death, filled instead with joy and eternal life, preparing for an uncertain future. Whether Baba Vanga's predictions materialize or not, prudent preparation for uncertainty remains wise. Consider these practical steps. Build emergency preparedness kits and plans for your household, including evacuation routes, meeting points, and essential supplies. Diversify your financial assets across different instruments and regions to hedge against economic volatility. Strengthen community connections. History shows that robust social networks improve resilience during crises. Develop adaptable skills that remain valuable across different economic and technological scenarios. Practice personal resilience through mindfulness, spiritual practice, or other techniques that build mental and emotional stability. Perhaps the most important preparation is maintaining perspective. Throughout human history, predicted apocalypses have come and gone, yet humanity has proven remarkably resilient. We've survived ice ages, plagues, wars, and countless predicted end times. Conclusion: Baba Vanga's predictions for 2025 paint a challenging picture. Natural disasters, political assassinations, biological warfare, economic collapse, but also medical breakthroughs and spiritual awakening. Are these genuine glimpses of our future? Merely coincidental patterns or something in between? The answer lies beyond our current understanding. What's certain is that humanity stands at a crossroads, facing unprecedented challenges while simultaneously possessing extraordinary capabilities to address them. Whether or not these specific predictions come to pass, we know that change, both disruptive and transformative, remains the one constant in human experience. How we respond to that change, individually and collectively, will determine not just our survival, but the quality of life we create together. What do you think about these predictions? Will 2025 bring the changes Baba Vanga foresaw? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time to join our community exploring humanity's most profound mysteries and challenges. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay updated on our upcoming videos that continue to probe the boundaries between known and unknown. Remember, the future is not written in stone. It is written in the choices we make today.